Hi, friends. Welcome back to Live at the Roxy Morning Edition. Why are we going up this morning? I was going to say so early. It's not that early. It's early for our show, but it's 8:45. Why are we doing a Saturday morning cartoon edition of the show? Because number one, I've got an epic Whirl Girl shoot today, which we can't wait to tell you guys about. Number two, because I told you guys I would go up every single day of quarantine. So here I am fulfilling that promise. I don't know if it was as much a promise as like on a whim when I thought we would be in lockdown for 2 weeks. And I'm just still living by it. Guys, I'm glad that some of you guys are finding the show early. For those of you guys who find us later on today thinking we were going to go up later, please remember how much I adore you all and appreciate your support. And just I'm grateful that you guys are here. A couple different things I want to talk about on this very abridged show today. We'll probably go only about 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes so that I can start getting ready for the shoot. But also, my hair is doing great things. If you are on iTunes or Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever, you might want to click over to YouTube just for a hot sec to see like what is happening and what multiple days compounded of zero sleep looks like, because that's what's happening right now. But I want to talk a little bit about my night last night because I think it will be fun to share with you guys. And also I want to talk about Lilo and Stitch. Number one, you guys know I do my Yoda/Stitch voice on the show every single day. To me, they sound one and the same. And number two, we finally have what seems like a director for the Lilo and Stitch live action movie. I don't mean finally as in we've all been wondering who it was. I just mean finally as in it's early. Give me a break. I used some of the wrong words. Also, I saw trending on Twitter today the worst animated Disney soundtracks. And I don't like doing the worst as much as I like doing the best, because you guys know I'm just a lover of love, a shipper of ships, a positive person. So I want to talk about some of the best Disney animated soundtracks and whatever you guys want to talk about in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. So all that and more. Plus, I'll be doing my hair. So there's that. Not an ad, just a legitimate love of my life. This is a Bellamy heated brush that legit changed the game for me. I am so obsessed with this thing. It doesn't damage my hair the way that a flat iron does, which is when it's got heat on both sides. This thing is gangster. Like, so much love to Ashley Daniels for introducing me to this thing, because you'll see how it works. It's just so freaking amazing. So just know how much I love this baby right here. Again, not an ad, just letting you guys know in case any of you guys have presents to buy for people at the holidays. This is a fucking sick one. Again, it's Bellamy and I love it. And it makes doing my hair mad easy. Yeah, it's a heated brush. It's like a hairbrush, but it's hot. So it molds your hair when you do what you're doing. Anyway, that's kind of the situation there. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. All right, let's get into the Streamlabs to start this show off right. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. What is going on in here? After the show yesterday, it looks like Texas teacher popped in and said, "I'm so sorry for saying to smile. I had no idea that was a thing." Oh my God, no worries, Texas teacher. I say it to my students all the time. In hopes that the world will be brighter. We live in a world with literature, so the sun is always happy with that. So should I stop? Am I an asshole? No, you're definitely not an asshole, Texas teacher. The only thing is that, when women are told to smile, it's a little different. I think saying it to your students is still okay, especially if you're saying it both to the men and women. But just in general, I kind of feel like sometimes people are having a bad day and they don't want to smile. And saying smile to them doesn't actually make their day better. Smiling at them might make their day better. So you're super not an asshole, but maybe I suggest changing that to just, you seem down. Is there anything I can do to help you today? Or just smiling at them, because then maybe they'll smile back. I think that's a little bit of a better way. hopefully that advice helps a bit. And then Texas teacher also woke up at 3:59 in the morning to write this. So let's see. Hello again, Roxy. I had a hard time sleeping last night because the smile comment fucked up my head. Oh no, I don't want to be in any way offensive. However, I can't stop thinking about the amount of times in a day I tell my students to smile. I'm old enough to know that people get stuck in their colloquialisms, but smart enough to know when I need to learn from those younger than me. So I sit here with a PhD asking you to teach me. Also, I hope this will calm my mind. Oh my God, Texas teacher. First of all, you've been such a joy and light to this show. Everybody has these. Everybody has things that they say that are maybe could be phrased a little bit better. Like one of the ones that I've realized that I've been saying a lot is I will be, doing something in which I think something's hysterical. I'll be like, oh my God, I literally can't breathe right now. And then everything that happened with the George Floyd situation made me realize I probably shouldn't be saying that. I probably shouldn't be going around saying I literally can't breathe right now. That doesn't make any sense. It's not nice. It's not right. And it's not mine to say after everything. So everybody has things that they can improve on. I certainly have many. And Texas teacher, I don't think that you should feel for 1 second upset. I'm just teaching you so that when you know more, you get to be better. And I think if any of the other women in the chat kind of want to chime in, we're just told to smile so many times a day that I don't think men even realize it. Like when I walk down the street, if I don't have a smile on my face for 1 second, random strangers will stop me and say, smile. What? Why? Why? So that's just kind of been a thing all of our lives. But again, women in here can kind of explain for themselves. Lauren says being willing to listen and change is already a sign of a good and genuine person. Totally. Stormy Wood says, it's okay, Texas teacher. You meant no harm. And now you know better. We all do it. Completely, Stormy. So all of those things. Good morning to the love of my life, Steph Sabra, who's waving. I really did myself
like,
up. Yeah.
Literally. You guys, I'm so sorry about this.
I was about to tell them about our night last night.
Oh, I like being in the sun. I'm blocked. Y'all have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, but how weird is this that happens during this time of the show? It happens for SEN in the mornings too.
This is the new time.
No, yeah, because yeah.
Mm-hmm. Rock stars for life.
I've been trying to be quiet so that I made sure that she could stay, but now I can rock stars for life. Hitman says, OMG, it's Steph. Red Dog says, sup, Steph and Roxy.
What?
We were trying to explain why telling a woman to smile is not like a 2020 thing to do anymore. I don't know what the best way to explain it is. Everybody's just saying hi to you. We've moved on. PLD says, hey. No, what? Go do your thing.
Okay.
We've got a lot to do
love
this
you
morning.
Guys.
They love you back. Okay, so before I get into the Disney topic, I will say that Steph and I did something last night that we had no intention on doing for a long time, that we did not want to do with our lives. And we did it. And the lesson in that is sometimes in life, you have to do shit that you don't want to do in order to get where you want to go. And also that shit can end up being fun if you go into it with a positive attitude. So Steph and I have been rejecting TikTok for a long time, not fully understanding like what the fuck is this and what the fuck are we supposed to be doing here? And we want to be actresses and hosts and writers and entertainers. And like, how do we do that in 60 seconds? And is that the purest art form or whatever the fuck pretentious bullshit that we thought about TikTok? But last night we decided officially, well, we decided earlier this week when I told you guys we got together, but we put out officially our first TikTok. You can find us on TikTok at Steph and Rocks. And we are doing the damn thing. So I also put it out at, I don't know, 12:30 on my Instagram, and it's a picture of me sitting on the toilet. So, that's like how badly I want this. Go check it out. I noticed this morning we had already 400 plus views on our TikTok. You went and checked it too? Yeah. I was like, this could work.
Yeah, that was like a lot.
It was encouraging.
We posted at 11 p.m.
Yeah, I know. It was encouraging. It was definitely encouraging. Yeah. Itai Berman says, saying hi from the Holy Land. Oh, that's cool.
Good tidings.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know. Everybody loves you. Yeah, you guys are great. So again, sometimes if you know where you want to go, you just got to do whatever you can to get there, even if that thing doesn't feel like the right thing necessarily to do at the time. It might be. So try it and try it with a positive attitude. And if you can and are lucky enough to have a best friend like mine, then try it with somebody who will make it way more enjoyable for you. Jay, popping in the show 2 days in a row. What are you, the love of my life? Jay Washington in the house, everybody. Jay, what's your normal hours? Like, do you wake up early? I don't like this hour of the day, this 8:54 supposed time that everybody knows is around. Just not into it. Just super not into it. Don't forget, guys, by the way, that the Smash-a-thon is today. It starts at 3 p.m. I'm going to be popping in when I can. I've made Paul Denuzio's life a living hell because I can't just take an hour like everybody else because I'm literally about to be filming with the World Girls for the next 10 hours. And then after that, then Steph and I have a production meeting and we're filming another piece. And then after that, tomorrow I'm filming like all fucking day. So I'm just going to be doing some pop-ins for that, but Smash Cancer, Kevin Smets, Smash-a-thon. If any of my mods are in here, put a link, but I don't know that they are because I didn't tell them I was going up at 8:45 in the morning. So that's a thing. Jay says, if I do, it's only 4 hours. Oh, I don't sleep. Jay, I am the exact same way, but it's not that I'm not usually up at this hour. So I'm not like ready to go. I'm like in bed doing my work and whatever. I'm not usually like on air only because we were up last night. Steph and I were up until like fucking 3. Later than I was up later than that, but I mean like up working until that. Like we looked over each other like 2 something. We were like, we need to stop working right now. And we need to eat cookie dough and ice cream. And therefore we did. Say it ain't so. All right, going back into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Rob Fishbeck in the house. Rob says, good morning. Have a great shoot today. Thank you, Rob, so much. Really appreciate you as always. I'm laughing because I also see that Apollo 3JP in here says, oh my God, yo, on a Saturday morning, no less. How you doing, Roxy? What are you up to on this beautiful Saturday? Went for a run this morning. Now taking my dog to the dog park, then getting lit with the boys later. You and Steph should pull up. Oh my God, Apollo. Are you flip-flopping back or are you still on the Steph train? Let me know because she's here. If you need a good word, I got to put it in now. Oh, PLD in here right now as I talk about making his life a living hell. Okay, so he put the channel stream and the link will be there. Advertised through Twitter. Thank you, PLD. Oh man, I'm sorry I've been such a nightmare for you. But I am trying. And I did record a video. I can't talk about what it is, but I did put my all into that. I made a whole checklist, PLD. So you know that I'm giving a fuck. All right. Let's talk a little Lilo and Stitch, guys. Lilo and Stitch. This is a movie that they are remaking into a live action movie that I'm like, I know that we call Lion King a live action movie. By the way, if you are watching on YouTube, watch as this straightens out my hair as a brush. It's so fucking cool. But I know that we call Lion King a live action movie, but it's really not, or it is. I don't know. That's a whole debate I don't want to have with Bibiani and Christian anymore. But Lilo and Stitch, how are we going to do this? Like, Stitch is a creature. So are we just CGIing a creature? Or instead of having Stitch, are they going to do like a dog? I mean, that doesn't really make sense. Or how are they going to figure this out? I don't know that Lilo and Stitch is one of the movies that they needed to ever make into a live action movie. And I never really say that. I'm always kind of for the live action reboots. And I'm sure I'm going to like this because I love Lilo and Stitch. But is there really a clamoring for a live action Lilo and Stitch movie? That I'm not sure. But apparently, this is what Disney does. They do it well, and they make a lot of money doing it. So we're talking about it here on this show today. John M. Chu is supposedly going to be directing this movie. He is the director behind Crazy Rich Asians, which means that he has all of my love, admiration, and trust. So I think that this is kind of a cool pick. Yeah. Dan Lin and Jonathan Eric of Ride Back, the banner behind the $1 billion grossing live action remake of Aladdin, are going to be producing it. I happen to love the live action Aladdin movie. I know a lot of people didn't, but it was definitely for me. And also a lot of people did because it made $1 billion. So A search for a scribe to work with Chu is underway now. Mike Van Ways wrote the current draft for the project, which was not greenlight and is still in development, so they'll probably go off of that one. The original film was written and directed by Dean DeBlois and Chris Sanders, who later did How to Train Your Dragon. I didn't know that. That's pretty amazing. So I like this directorial choice. I think that he is a strong director. I think he'll be able to really bring out the comedic elements of this as well. And yeah, Andrew Thomas says he also directed G.I. Joe 2. I don't think I saw that. When did that even come out? I'm not sure. Stormy Wood says, I adore Lilo and Stitch. I'm hesitant about doing live action. Yeah, I feel kind of the same way. However, it could blow us out of the water. And also, I feel like it's one of the lesser shown now Disney movies. I don't know that this is true at all because I don't have kids, but I feel like it's not as shown to kids anymore. So, what a fun one to be able to bring your kids to the theater to see. It's got beautiful messaging in it about friendship and love and home and all of those things. It definitely deserves to be seen. I just don't know that it's a live action remake waiting to happen. But we will keep our fingers crossed. We'll hope for the best, and we appreciate them giving John Chu the reins on this because he definitely is capable of doing this film. If anybody's capable of it, it's him. So we'll see what he does. Rob Fishbeck says, as long as they keep the Elvis soundtrack. So on that, I also saw this morning in the last few minutes of the show, let's talk about this, that Lilo and Stitch was trending, of course, because of this, but also because apparently the Lilo and Stitch soundtrack is not people's favorite. Somebody named Aryam, whose handle is at I am Bratty B, posted on Twitter and said one soundtrack has to go, and then did a poll: Aladdin, Lilo and Stitch, Mulan, and Hercules. And at 45%, people said Lilo and Stitch has to go. I think it's because it's the least known movie of these and least known soundtrack, but also because all of Disney's animated soundtracks are fucking fire. They're fucking fire. Like, there's no Disney animated movie or any of the big ones where I'm like, oh, that soundtrack is shit. And especially of these are four of the most fire ones. I don't know. I might have to eliminate Lilo and Stitch from this too, but it is really, really good. The Mulan soundtrack only has 11% people voting for it, because if you want to eliminate the Mulan soundtrack, then you don't have listening capabilities. Like, it is so good. The Aladdin one's pretty amazing too. Hercules, who put the Glad in Gladiator? Like, come on. What are we talking about here? It's so phenomenal. So it's a really tough one. Let me know right now in the chat. Just really curious. What is your favorite Disney animated soundtrack? What do you think is the best one? There's so many that we haven't even touched upon yet. And even old school ones. Even the old school soundtracks are pretty freaking awesome. Like, I guess the Snow Whites of the world and the Cinderellas of the world. But then every time we adapt Cinderella, we add music that's like so freaking incredible in the way that they adapt it. I wonder what top lists say. Top Disney animated soundtracks. Song tracks. Why aren't they called song tracks? Why are they called soundtracks? Oh, this puts Nightmare Before Christmas. I mean, I wouldn't have even thought about Nightmare Before Christmas for this, but it is truly, truly phenomenal. Another one that's on here, which I understand, Aristocats. Everybody wants to be a cat, guys. That's what we know, because that's where it's at. I mean, let's be honest. A lot of great ones. A lot of great ones. Frozen. I think that would be on people's top list at this point. It really might be. Peter Pan. Okay. I see you. I see you guys. How are we not going to, though, at the end of the day, discuss Lion King? How are we going to not put Lion King in the top 3 every time? Oh my God. And you guys in here are talking about Little Mermaid. It doesn't seem like we've come to a consensus in the chat. Let's see. We've got Hey Craig saying Herc would be my least favorite. Matt Link saying Lilo and Stitch soundtrack is a blast. Prince of Egypt is the greatest of all time to me, says the third turd. I don't even remember that soundtrack. Lion King, Elton John, says Rob Fishbeck. I know. Beauty and the Beast. I haven't even mentioned Beauty and the Beast. Hey, Craig. Tales old as time. Let's go. Let's go. Snow White is a masterpiece. It's kind of beautiful. It's really good. I can't lie to you guys. And don't these songs just make you feel like a wonderful child again? Don't you just listen to this music and think to yourself, yes, this is what's up? Like they don't make it like this anymore, but then Disney totally does make it like this anymore. So that's kind of on that. A lot of you guys asked for me to do my Stitch voice too. Oh, Hannah means family. Family means never getting left behind. Is that what family means? I just don't even remember, Anna. Family means never being left behind. Is that what it says? You guys let me know. Also in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Glenn Caesar says, hello, Roxy and Steph. Love ya. Happy Saturday. As always, thanks for keeping your promise and hanging out with us every day, RJ. The new TikTok is really funny. Great job on that. Have a super fun time shooting the World Girls today. Peace, love, bunnies, and hugs, RJ. And all the rock stars, hope you have a fuck yeah news and joy-filled rest of the day. Stay awesome. Hashtag smash cancer. Also, Miles Cosgrove, Brett Hankinson, Jonathan Mattingly, rest of the cops who killed Breonna Taylor for killing Breonna Taylor. All three of them. Glenn, thank you for always keeping us on point with that one. Really appreciate you. And yeah, when it comes to the TikTok, guys, if you like what you see, go to my Instagram, comment on it, like it, because we're feeling very self-conscious, and go to our TikTok, view the video, leave a comment, subscribe. Hopefully it'll only take you a minute. In terms of this video, because we are getting out of here, please give a thumbs up. I know it was a shortened one today, but I told you guys I'd go up, and so I did. Much love to you all. I will see you guys tomorrow live at the Roxy. Should be back to that 1 p.m. time, but I'll tweet out about it and put it on my Patreon. Also, gonna go get ready for this awesome shoot. We'll tell about you guys about it soon. Bye to Steph, and bye to you all. It's the cutest sweatshirt on. I want this. We're so ready for the day. Okay, bye, friends. Stay safe, stay sane. Remember about the toilet plumes. It's like a whole fucking thing.